All right, my name is Carrie Bird. I am your reference and instruction librarian. Tonight, we are going to talk about finding the best resources from the library and some of the best policies and practices for using those resources. I'm going to share my screen with you, and hopefully it works better than it did last time, where it inexplicably would not share for like the first 5 minutes. So, okay. I think we're good to go. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Well, not see me, but see my screen. Yes? No? Maybe? Okay, perfect. All right, so we're going to start on the college homepage and talk about a couple things, and then we're going to get right into it. Okay, so from here, we want to go up to this menu up in the upper corner, and we want to go to our UC login. Every resource we're going to use tonight, we're going to access with our UC login. You may never see me log in because I'm already logged in, but that same email and password is what you're going to use for your login for these resources. So a couple things to point out to you. Number one is Microsoft 365. If you don't have Office on your home computer and you would like to, you can get Microsoft 365 through the school. And then the other thing is Grammarly. Grammarly is a grammar and writing tool that can help you with your papers. You can use the internet version, you can download it, you can use the version that attaches to your browsers. It can help you with your grammar, it can help you with your writing, it can help you with your formatting, all that good stuff. If you are a grammar criminal like me, then you may find Grammarly super helpful. I myself was a notorious comma splicer. I probably still am, but it doesn't seem like anybody knows what a comma splice really is anymore, so I get away with it more. However, Grammarly can help you avoid all of those issues, so it is a great tool that we have available for you for free. Back on the university homepage, if we go to academics, and we click on library, that's going to take you to the real good stuff. And from here, we're going to click on this blue bar. And that's going to take you to the kind of interior page. So here in the middle, you're going to see our library hours. If these change for any reason, whether that be for a holiday or summer hours versus hours for the fall and spring semester or inclement weather, I fortunately live at the top of a hill, so I am not affected by all the flood warnings that have been coming in, but you never know, could still knock out the power or internet. So if that were to happen, as long as I personally had power and internet, I would still be updating this to let people know that campus was closed or the library was closed. If you're ever concerned about that, feel free to shoot us a message. But even if we're closed, as long as we're able to, we will still be working from home. You can reach us via the library chat. You can reach us via Ask a Librarian. This will email all 4 of the faculty librarians at the same time, and you can get a hold of us. We're happy to help you any way that we can. You can send a message here. You can contact us via email. You can contact us via phone. We're happy to set up like a Teams meeting with you and meet one-on-one that way. Whatever works best for you. We want to be available to help and support you in your research journey here. We have our About the Library. This is where you're going to find things like our staff list and our policies and procedures. We have Citation Help. We will circle back to Citation Help. We have our books and ebooks. Now, all of our books and all of our ebooks are available over here in UC Search. However, if you wanted to view a particular ebook collection, such as Credo Reference or the Humanities ebooks, you could come over here and find it that way. We have our FAQ, we have our feedback form, we have interlibrary loan. Interlibrary loan is a way for you to request materials that we don't own or have access to, and that way we can get them for you. If they are things like articles or book chapters that we can get electronically, they come in very quickly. Physical items take a little bit longer because they have to come to us and then we have to send them to you. We don't charge you anything for interlibrary loan. So unless you get a physical item that you have to ship back to us, the only thing you'll ever pay, unless you lose or somehow catastrophically damage an item, is that return shipping. Okay. If you get a physical item, it checks out to you for 30 days. You can renew it twice for another 14 days each, I believe. And so if you have any questions about that, you can dig in here. There's some tutorials. We implemented a new interlibrary loan system this year. It's much faster and easier, so we're really happy with that. So if you've ever used it before, be sure to check it out and let us know what you think about the new system. Okay, laptop checkout. If you are local to us, you may want to take advantage of laptop checkout. If you are not local to us, it probably will not do you much good. We check out laptops either from during the day. So if you check it out before 3 o'clock, it's due back by 3 o'clock. If you check it out after 3 o'clock, it's due back the following morning. If you're on campus and you want to check one out because you come for a residency or something like that, you're able to do that. But we don't check them out really for longer than a weekend at a time. So if you check it out after 3 on Friday, you get to keep it for the weekend. But other than that, if you're far away and you don't want to have to drive to campus, it's probably not going to do you much good. But if you are in the area or you do come to campus, you can take advantage of that program. We have our library orientation sessions. I assume you figured that out since you're here with me tonight. We have library tutorials. A lot of these tutorials focus on using UC Search, but there is some other good information there as well. So definitely feel free to reach out and explore those. We have a makerspace. Again, if you're not terribly local, this may not be super useful to you, but this is not an on-campus only program. So if you happen to be in the area or from the area and you want to come in and check out the makerspace, you are absolutely welcome to do that. We have the Appalachian Collection / the Governor Burt T. Combs papers. Now, this collection does encompass most of our rare books. And so there are things that we are not able to mail out, for example. However, if you needed access to some of those resources, we would work with you to get you what you needed, whether that was scanning them in or finding a way to get the package to your hands, whatever we needed to do. Okay, over here in the center, we have UC Search. UC Search is what we call our discovery search, which is a very fancy way of saying it searches almost everything that we have. There are a few special exceptions to that, things like the statistical abstract being a good example, but most of our databases and ebooks are available through UC Search, and it will also help you find our physical books that are on the shelves. We have Find Journals by Titles, which is a way for you to help find if we own a specific journal and get access to that journal. And we have our databases A to Z. This is an alphabetical listing of all of the databases that we have. We also have our study room reservations over here. Again, if you're not local, that's probably not that big of a deal to you. But again, if you're coming to campus or if you are local, you are welcome to take advantage of those. And if you think you're going to need that space, I do encourage you to book it because they do fill up fast most of the time. It's a little quieter this summer because we've got some construction going on, so they're not quite as busy as they normally are, but they do get used. So I encourage you, if you think you're going to need one, to go ahead, reserve it. You can reserve up to 2 weeks in advance. Okay, so back to databases A to Z. This is a full listing of all the databases we have, but what do you do if you don't know what database you need? You come over to your research guide. So the research guides are organized around your specific subject area. So if you're in counseling, there's a counseling guide, and these are the best resources for counseling. So I know I've got some counseling people, but who else do I have with me tonight? This is the part of each presentation that feels a little bit like a seance. Who's in the room with me tonight? Spirits, speak. Or you can speak or put it in the chat. Education. Counseling, math, education. Oh, math, not my strong subject. Let me tell you, nobody really becomes a librarian because we're like, math is the best. I should go work with call numbers. No, that's not how that career path works. I'm going to tell y'all what. Okay. So if we have anybody else, feel free to put it in the chat, but we'll carry on in the meantime. So if we look at our research guides, you'll see that they look very similar to each other, right? There's not a ton of divergence here. Now, okay, math person, I have some exciting news for you. I haven't gotten it up yet because I just got it at the end of the day today, but we have a new math tool called Tumble Math. Should be live tomorrow. Don't have it yet. Got the link a little late today to do it, but coming soon for math education, people. Tumble Math. Okay. So we have our counseling guide, we have our education guide. If you're planning to do school counseling, you may be using both of these guides quite a bit. And on each of these guides, you're going to see that we have top resources is where we start, and then down at the end, we have tutorials and we have citation help. So on our tutorials page, we've got some tutorials related to Boolean searching, then using ebooks, using psych tests, and education and counseling are very similar in that. We have a few extra things for specific databases for counseling. We have our citation help tools. I did tell you we would circle back to these, and I kept my promise. So a couple of things. Both of you, all of you, both of you, since I guess I only have counseling and education tonight, are going to be using APA. The best place to get help with APA is the Learning Commons. It's for sure not me. Let me tell you what. I went all the way through school on MLA until I got to my master's degree, and then I had to do APA, and all that left me with was the conviction that MLA is better in every way. So, some people may disagree, and it's okay. You're allowed to be wrong. But if you need help with any kind of citations, formats, anything like that, the Learning Commons is the place for you to go. They have people who can read and review your papers, who can help you with formatting, who can help you with citations, who can help you with all that good stuff that you might need. They are also the folks who are bringing you Grammarly. So if you have questions about Grammarly, you can contact the Learning Commons for that also. You can visit their website. You can contact them by email, or you can call them. The ladies down there are excellent folks, and they are super helpful, and they will put you in touch with all the best tutors and paper readers and all of that good stuff. We do also have a DOI resource linked here, and we will get into that in a little bit. Tonight, we're going to talk about APA formatting and specifically about Academic Writer. But before we get into Academic Writer, I do want to ask y'all, are any of you currently using a citation manager? So that would be something like RefWorks, Mendeley, Zotero, Purdue OWL, EndNote. There's so many other ones that I can't. Chegs? Somebody said that there was one called Chegs. I saw one person raise their hand. I think it was Celeste. So they're all great tools. And Celeste, if you want to share the one that you're using in the chat, feel free. Also, people, as we have any questions as we're going along, please feel free to ask your questions. That is just fine. You do not have to wait until I stop to take a breath, because I don't. So it's really, it's really best if you just ask as we go along. So all of these are great resources. The reason that we specifically offer access to Academic Writer in particular is because Academic Writer is owned, operated, produced, and maintained by the APA. And so it is considered the authoritative APA resource, because who is more authoritative on APA than APA, right? So that's the reason that we focus in on Academic Writer. That's not because Purdue OWL is bad or because I hate Zotero or anything like that. We're just really focusing on the one that's considered authoritative. If you have one that you love and you absolutely jive with, you should keep using that. I did not. I flipped over to look at y'all so I could see if people were asking questions, Paula, but I'll be back to my other screen in just a second. Okay. So back to Academic Writer. Okay, we're going to click on Academic Writer. Now, I did say that everything logged in with your UC login, and that is true. Let me close this window for just a second. If you watch when I click on Academic Writer, you're going to see my URL resolve through multiple things. That's it logging me in. However, when it did that, it didn't log me in as me. It logged me in as a member of the University of the Cumberlands. For Academic Writer and some other resources, if I want to take full advantage of everything they have to offer me, I need to create accounts for those particular tools. So for that in Academic Writer, I'm going to go down to references and I'm going to go to my references and I'm going to log in with my Academic Writer account. If I've never done this before, I'm going to create an account. It is free to create an account. No matter what, you can't bookmark Academic Writer. You must go to it through the citation help page every single time. Because if you try to come back just through your login or through a bookmark, it's going to be like, oh no, your account expired.